Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Flexin' Joe back to do another market recap video talking about NQ, VIX, and ES and the strategy that I've been covering every day. So we'll be discussing Wednesday, November 6th, 2024, the day after the election. So you see in the overnight session, we look at where we started on NQ. This is where the market closed right here, and it had this little dip down into where we closed, in the overnight session, and it just started to go around 7 o'clock, and it pulled back to that high, and it just took off like an absolute monster of a rocket move. And then ES, was very similar, right? If you look at this being right where we closed, it pulls back to that closing area, and the EMA support is there, and it just starts to take off. And the entire night long, it just continues to pump. Not a move that I was prepared for, but a big move nonetheless. I didn't catch this, sadly. But if we look at then what happens when we get into the open, I think a lot of people were probably anticipating that there'd be a ton of profit taking, that maybe it would reverse or whatever. And then just because it seemed to be so extended to the upside, consider that, we have the ATR here on NQ is 323, and it says 143 because it's currently during Friday's session. I'm a little late recording this. And, if we look at from this low to the pre-market high, we had already moved up 407 points. So we've already been up more than a full day's ATR, right? But, the strategy is going into the open. What do we see? Going into the open, we see CBC is short on NQ. Looking at the VIX, enormous drop down. And the VIX CBC was also short right in through here. Oh, the chart gets all out of whack with that huge drop down. CBC is also short. So this is bullish. However, this is bearish. Only thing here is that we're above VWAP and we're holding in these EMAs, and you can see where the buying was, and we nearly overtake and get the flip. Huge pop up. It turns around and it comes right back down on the next candle. VIX, huge pop up, right? So those things are in alignment. However, it doesn't flip the CBC back short on NQ. And then if we're looking at ES was technically long into the open over VWAP. However, the 10-minute EMAs were pinching and crossing bearish, and you can see it flips short. So now you've got this one short. VIX is long, so that's bearish, but this is long, so all three are not in alignment. And it takes a little while. And to be honest, the rest of the day, the VIX really chops around. It doesn't, offer the same sort of insights that it does the other days. However, if you just look at reading the sheer price action, right, which the price action comes first, and VIX is an added confluence, right? You can see that we had this move down here into the EMAs, into this mid-orb level, right? They wick down under the 10-minute 20, push back up. Move down under the 10-minute 20, push back up. I remember calling out this doji, saying that this move here followed by a doji, we were likely to, because they can't close lower and they're failing. This is the failed moves by the bears. Wow, that was a tongue twister and hard to get out. A failed move by the bears, and how we were likely to see this, push back up and at least come back here and test the highs. That's exactly what happened. But around that same time, we did get NQ flipping long, VIX flipping short, and ES flipping long. So right there, you can see it took us a little while, but we do get all three of them to be in alignment. From there, you actually get a crazy dip. It dips down below the low of that candle, and then continues to push up. VIX stays short, ES stays long. You consolidate here for a bit. Your 10-minute EMAs flip back bullish. Once you start touching them, you just push off, and it's bullish for the rest of the day. So huge move on the market. NQ had an even bigger move up than ES. If you look at ES being tight in the range and how far it moved up, NQ moved up a lot as well. And we broke all-time highs on ES, came back down under them, reclaimed them, and pushed even higher. So ES was well on its way to 6,000. So in short, the recap really just is, again, utilizing all three, waiting till you have all three in alignment, especially with the price action, and you had really your best trade right here. Your best was your best trade of the day, especially ES VWAP, which is very strong. So you seem to have a range. Then you're holding this higher low above VWAP, and it takes off. So hopefully this video helps you guys. Let me know if you have any questions down below, and we'll catch you in the next recap. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Good luck with your trading.